Hey guys, so it's Monday. It is 12:34 p.m. I decided to go ahead and do another weekly reading vlog. So I have a few books I want to finish and start this week. I have 5 books. 2 of them are due soon. I actually have to look up the date on when they're due. So the first book that I want to finish is Warrior of the Wild by Tricia Levenseller. This is the author of Daughter of the Pirate King duology, and I'm loving this book. I read 114 pages last night. It sucked me in. This is about our main character named, and I'm sorry if I mispronounce names, Brosmere. She is the 6th daughter of the leader in their village, and she has to pass a trial to become a woman. However, she ends up failing her trial and getting banished from her village with an impossible task. I'm not going to tell you what tasks she gets because that's a major spoiler. It sets up the whole plot. But so far, I'm loving this. It's about Vikings. I don't read enough about Vikings, so I'm hoping to love this one, and so far, I'm really enjoying it. So I'm happy about that. Then I want to start, because I need to reread the pages of Uprooted by Naomi Novik. The audiobook for this was a bad way to go for me. I have to physically read it. All I know about this one, it's about a dragon, and he takes someone. That's all I know. So I've heard mixed things about this one, but I'm seeing where I stand on this spectrum. So I'm gonna read this. Hopefully I like it, and hopefully I can finish it this week, since I will be working from home. So there's that. So there's this book. I also have A Crown of Feathers by Nikki Payu Pori. I am so sorry, I totally butchered that name. It's very hard to pronounce. This has to deal with Phoenix Riders, and you don't get that concept very often in books. But I read the first chapter of this, trying to decide what book to read. I really liked the first chapter, and I'm excited to read this book. All I know is it's involved Phoenix Riders. It also has 2 sisters involved, so they're siblings as well. It's blurbed by Kendare Blake, Lisa Maxwell, Ellie Blake, and Morgan Rhodes. So this is promising. So I'm excited to dive further into this book this week as well. Hopefully I will like it as much as I think I will like it. So there's that one. I also have to finish Bear and the Nightingale by Catherine Arden. This is Riley and Marie's book club book of the month. I will try and remember to leave her channel link down below. She started a book club, and this was her pick this month. And I'm halfway through. Well, not even halfway through. I'm like 200 and something pages in. And I would like to finish it this month. So this follows our main character, what's her name? Valessa? I want to say Valessa. And she's the youngest, and she sees, she can hear and see things that other people can't. So, and her stepmother is trying to, I just hit myself with the book, take away the folklore that's told in this book. This is set in Russia. So it's a Russian-based folklore setting, I will leave the Goodreads synopsis down below because this is very hard to explain what it's about. There's a lot of Christian, there's a lot of Christian related stuff in here, so but I didn't know that going in, but I'm highly enjoying it and I'm hoping to finish it this week. The last book I want to start this week is Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. This is a science fiction. This is the biggest book I have on my TBR this week, so hopefully I can get to it as well. So, I know nothing about this. All I know it's fantasy, it's sci-fi, and it's Brandon Sanderson. So, apparently the Spenda's world has been under attack for decades. New pilots are the heroes of what's left of the human race, and becoming one has always been Splenda's dream since she was a little girl. She has imagination of soaring skywards and proving her bravery, but her fate is intertwined with her father's, a pilot himself who was killed a year ago when he uploaded the disease, deserted his team, leaving Splenda the daughter of a coward, and her chances of attending flight school is slim to none. Huh. Okay, that sounds very interesting, so I'm excited to read that. That is all for today, and I will update you guys when I pick up something to read. I will talk to you guys later. Hey guys, I'm here to give a little update. It is 4:30 in the afternoon. I've been reading Warrior of the Wild by Tricia Levenseller, and I'm really enjoying this book. I am almost at part 3. I'm on page 167, chapter 13. I'm really enjoying this. I'm loving the main character. I'm loving the 2 side characters that she meets in the wild. So I'm really enjoying this. So there's that. I'm hoping to finish this tonight if possible. So that's a good thing. So I'm really looking forward to that. So hopefully I can have a book done today. Other than that, I've just been watching BookTube, waiting to hear about my aunt. She had back surgery again today. She is out of surgery and in recovery, so there's that. But I've been watching BookTube and just reading. So I do plan to film my Owls TBR tomorrow, so keep a lookout for that. That'll most likely go up tomorrow as well. So there is that. That's really all I have planned today, is just read and watch BookTube and read. So that's my plan. And then tomorrow I'm gonna film. My Owls TBR might go up on Wednesday. So Wednesday. I'm gonna try and set a schedule for videos where I post Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. But I don't know how that's gonna work because of work. But I can definitely post Mondays. This week's not gonna be a problem because I'm working from home. So I can post this week Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So that's... I don't have a video going up today, so there's that. So I need to think of something and put something up. So, but I will update you guys once I get more into this book. So I'm almost at part 2. So no, part 3. So I think I'll let you guys know when I get to it, but I am thoroughly enjoying this book. So and it's a fast, quick read too. So there is that, and I will check back in with you guys later. Hey guys, so I just got to part 3 of Warrior of the Wild, and I'm really enjoying it a lot. So part 3 is right here, called the Matt Aruz Garage. I'm not sure how you pronounce this, but I'm really enjoying it. It's split into 4 parts. So we have 4 parts. The first part being the beginning of the story, which is called The Trial. And our main character, like I mentioned before, takes her trial but fails it, and she gets banished. And that is the second part, which is Banished, I believe. If I can remember right. Is it? No, it's The Wild. Sorry, The Wild, not Banished. But I am enjoying it. It might be a 5-star read. It's a really quick read. It's a really quick read too. So I'm really glad that I picked this up. So I'm a little over halfway through. So I have about 100 pages, little over 100 pages left. Yep, little over 100 pages left, and I'm on chapter 15. So I am gonna go and continue reading this since I am really enjoying it. And I will let you guys know my overall thoughts when I've finished this book. And I'll talk to you guys later. Alright guys, so I just finished Warrior of the Wild by Tricia Levenseller, and I really enjoyed this. I'm definitely giving it a 5 out of 5 stars. Highly enjoyed it. It was a nice, fast, quick read for a fantasy. And I found out there's also a slow burn romance blooming in this, which was great. I liked how it was handled. There is definitely gay representation in this, so this is also LGBTQ+. And I just loved it. So 5 out of 5 stars. This might be my new favorite of the year. So there's that. I don't know if I'm going to start anything else tonight because it is already 9:12 p.m. I might, but I don't know. But it is pouring rain, so I might pick up something else. If I do, I'll let you guys know tomorrow. This will be the last time you see me tonight. So, book 1 down. Most likely my favorite of the year. I'm excited about this. So, I'm going to go check my Goodreads, rate that, and I will see you all tomorrow. Hey guys, it's Tuesday at 10:13 a.m. and I have a bit of an issue. I finished last night, like you guys saw, Warrior of the Wild by Tricia Levenseller, and since I finished it, I don't know what book to pick up. I have 4 next to me. I'm in the middle of one, and I can't seem to get back into it. I don't know what's going on, but I figured I would do the try a chapter tag kind of deal in this vlog. So the 4 books that I have are Skyward by Brandon Sanderson, Bear and the Nightingale by Katherine Arden. I would love to get this done this month. Into the Drowning Deep by Mira Grant. And then The Crown of Feathers. I'm not pronouncing that author's name. I'm not even going to try because it's hard to pronounce. So I'm going to start with most likely Skyward and then move on, and I will update you guys on which one grabs my attention, and the one that grabs my attention is the one I'm going to read. Fingers crossed, hopefully it's this one because I'm reading it for a book club. So I would love to get that done this month. So I think I'm going to start with that one and then work my way through these 4 books. And I will update you guys on which one I decide to read. So I will talk to you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, it's Wednesday at 12:12 p.m. I just filmed and uploaded my Owls TBR, so you guys should go and check it out if you want to know what my career choice is and what I will be reading. I planned to do all 12 owls, so fingers crossed I can do so, but I am going to start reading The Bear and the Nightingale by Katherine Arden. Hopefully I can finish this today at some point. I do have work to do, but I don't want to, but I need to do it at some point. You can see those stacks of books. That is for my owls, so it's a lot for a month. So hopefully I can get all those done. And for now, I'm just gonna read here for a little while and watch some booktube, and I will catch you guys up in a little bit. Hey guys, it's Thursday. Sorry I haven't updated in a few days, but I have been reading The Bear and the Nightingale by Katherine Arden, and I am very much enjoying this. I have less than 90 pages left, so I'm gonna try and knock this out today. I have been working, that's why I haven't really been updating much, but what can you do? So I'm gonna read some more of, sorry, necklace was twisted. I'm gonna read some more of The Bear and the Nightingale. I can't work right now because there's an error message on my machine and I can't figure out what it is, so I'm waiting for someone to get home to help me with that. But in the meantime, I'm gonna read more of this. I just rearranged my room around just a little bit, not too much, only 3 things have moved: my bed, a bookshelf, and my shorter shelf, which is now over there. Can't get my finger to work. Over there. It was in this corner right here, which you can't see. I will show you guys that later, but for right now, I just want to read. I'm in the mood, so I'm gonna get off here and read, and I'll talk to you guys later. Hey guys, it is 8:52 p.m. on Thursday, and I just finished The Bear and the Nightingale by Katherine Arden. I really enjoyed this. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. I will talk about it more in my wrap up, which I'll most likely film tomorrow, which will most likely go up tomorrow. But I finished this book, and then the next book I think I'm going to go ahead and start. Might not finish it, but we'll see. Zoe's 24-hour readathon is Saturday over at Read by Zoe. But the next book I'm gonna think I'm gonna start is A Court of Wings and Ruin. This will be my first time reading this book, and let's just see if I like it like I liked the other 2. So there's that. Hopefully I can get to it. It is quite a big, thick book, and there is only 3 more days left in March. So we'll see. I may have to read some other books in between this one, but I might pick up this next. I'll let you guys know what I pick up later. But for now, I'm just going to take a break, and I will talk to you guys later. Hey guys, it's Friday at 9:35 a.m. I'm wrapped up in my wolf blanket that my brother got me because I am cold. And yeah, I did start 2 books last night that I didn't update you guys on. I do have a poll on Twitter and my Instagram. Right now, it's leaning more toward one book than the other, but I went ahead and started both so I can see how they would both work. I started Skyward by Brandon Sanderson, and I'm only on page 23. Yes, page 23. And so far, so good. It's definitely a sci-fi because it's set in space. It's about our main character right here. Her father called her Spin. That's not a spoiler. You learn that in the epilogue. But her name is Spinda. So, and she wants to become a pilot where she lives like her father was. But there was a major attack versus the enemy, and her father was killed during that. Trust me, it's not a spoiler. It's in the prologue. You learn it in the first few pages. But now Spinda is trying to become a pilot like her father was. If you can hear the jet outside, I'm sorry about that. Can't do anything about those. I also started A Court of Wing and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. I'm only 28 pages into this. This is the dust jacket, obviously. The book is right there. But my ear keeps popping. Jeez. I started this last night because I wanted something to read, so I'm technically reading 2 books at once, which is not a big deal. But this is the third installment of this trilogy. Our main character, Freyra, is back with the person she does not like. So, we're gonna see how that plays out. I know you all know about this series, so I don't think I need to explain it. But in case you don't, the first book is A Court of Thorns and Roses. It's a Beauty and the Beast retelling. And Freyra, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. She goes hunting one day in the woods near her house, and she kills a big animal. What she did not know is she actually killed a fairy, because some fairies in this can transform into animals, and she has to live with the fae and as her punishment, and things just spiral from there. So Freyra has to tame the leader of the, what court is he in? The spring court, I want to say. Yes, spring court. And things aren't what they seem, and then she meets someone else, and yeah, so it's good. I really enjoy it. I gave the first one and the second one a 4 stars, so we'll see how this one goes, and I will update you guys once I sit down and actually read something. But for now, I'm just wrapped in a blanket because I am cold, like I mentioned earlier, and I will update you guys in a little bit. I'm most likely going to show you guys what I did for my room because I did rearrange it a little bit yesterday. So there's that. But I'm going to try and read, and I will update you guys when I do so. Also, Read by Zoe's 24-hour readathon starts tonight. So I need to get my TBR up, which I haven't done that yet. And then, yeah. We'll see how today goes, but in the meantime, I'm going to stop rambling and talk to you guys later. Hey guys, it's about 2 o'clock. It's a little after 2. Sorry for the air conditioning in the background, but I am going to the book exchange today, which is basically a half-price books, because I have some books that have been sitting on my shelves for years that I haven't read, or I either did not fit DNF them, or I have another book later on in the series and not the first, and I'm not gonna get those books. So I'm going to quickly run through these books. I wish I could send them to you guys. I can't. So I am going to send them to the book exchange and see if I can get some money back for them. So the first book is that I did not like and I didn't finish is Me Before You by Momo Joyas. Yeah. I'm not going to explain why. The Beginning of Everything by Robin, I can't pronounce the last name, so I'm sorry. Some of these might be controversial, but who cares? Will Grayson by John Green and David Levithan. Unlucky 13 by James Patterson. And Maxine Perucco. This is book 13 in this series, and I'm not getting 1 through 12 to read these. I've had this sitting on my shelf for like 3 years and I haven't read it yet. So it's going. I have Growl. It's adult paranormal that looked interesting, but I've had it for 2 years, I want to say, and I still haven't read it, so it's going. Second book, Wild. I have a whole series on here that I'll get to in a minute. This trilogy, The High Drone of Shannara. I've read the first book, and it was okay. I don't see myself continuing with this series, so it's getting out of here. Looking for Alaska by John Green. I've Got Your Number by Sophie Kinsella. I DNF this one. Red Paper Towns by John Green. Don't foresee myself rereading it anytime soon. Monument 14 by Emily Braun. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Beautiful Creatures. I've had this for 5-6 years, still haven't read it, by Candy Garcia and Margaret Stoll. 2 novellas in the House of Night trilogy series. I've read The House of Night, loved it, but I'm not sure if I'm going to get to the novellas. This is Netflix Cursed by PC Cass and Kristen Cass, and then I have Dragon's Oath by the same author. Then I have books 1 and 2 of After by Anna Todd. Here's 1. Here's 2. Then I have After You by Momo Joyas. I have Splendored by Anna Gaberson. I never did find the first book in this series, so I'm not going to read them. Then I have The Lux by Anna Gaberson. 2 Colleen Hoover books. It Ends With Us and Hopeless. I do not like Colleen Hoover, although they are quick reads. I've read, I think, 4 or 5 of them, and they were alright. I've had this sitting on my shelf for ages and still haven't read it. The Knife and Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness. I have Can You Keep a Secret by Sophie Kinsella, and My Not So Perfect Life by Sophie Kinsella. The series that I'm getting rid of, I've had it on my shelf for years, still haven't picked it up. I don't think I have any interest in reading it, and if I do, I can always get them from my library. The Gone series by Michael Grant. These are just sitting on my shelf collecting dust. So those are all the books I'm getting rid of. Hopefully that's that's 30 books. So hopefully they will take all 30. Fingers crossed, and I will check back in with you guys later on. Hey guys, it's about 2 o'clock. It's a little after 2. Sorry for the air conditioning in the background, but I am going to the book exchange today, which is basically a half-price books, because I have some books that have been sitting on my shelves for years that I haven't read, or I've either did not fit DNF them, or I have another book later on in the series and not the first, and I'm not gonna get those books. So I'm going to quickly run through these books. I wish I could send them to you guys. I can't. So I am going to send them to the book exchange and see if I can get some money back for them. So the first book is that I did not like and I didn't finish is Me Before You by Momo Joyas. Yeah. I'm not going to explain why. The Beginning of Everything by Robin, I can't pronounce the last name, so I'm sorry. Some of these might be controversial, but who cares? Will Grayson by John Green and David Levithan. Unlucky 13 by James Patterson. And Maxine Perucco. This is book 13 in this series, and I'm not getting 1 through 12 to read these. I've had this sitting on my shelf for like 3 years and I haven't read it yet. So it's going. I have Growl. It's adult paranormal. That looked interesting, but I've had it for 2 years, I want to say, and I still haven't read it, so it's going. Second book, Wild. I have a whole series on here that I'll get to in a minute. This trilogy, The High Drone of Shannara. I've read the first book, and it was okay. I don't see myself continuing with this series, so it's getting out of here. Looking for Alaska by John Green. I've Got Your Number by Sophie Kinsella. I DNF this one. Red Paper Towns by John Green. Don't foresee myself rereading it anytime soon. Monument 14 by Emily Braun. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Beautiful Creatures. I've had this for 5-6 years, still haven't read it, by Cami Garcia and Margaret Stoll. 2 novellas in the House of Night trilogy series. I've read The House of Night, loved it, but I'm not sure if I'm going to get to the novellas. This is Netflix Cursed by PC Cass and Kristen Cass, and then I have Dragon's Oath by the same author. Then I have books 1 and 2 of After by Anna Todd. Here's 1. Here's 2. Then I have After You by Momo Joyas. I have Splendored by Anna Goberson. I never did find the first book in this series, so I'm not going to read them. Then I have The Lux by Anna Goberson. 2 Colleen Hoover books. It Ends With Us and Hopeless. I do not like Colleen Hoover, although they are quick reads. I've read, I think, 4 or 5 of them, and they were alright. I've had this sitting on my shelf for ages and still haven't read it. The Knife and Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness. I have Can You Keep a Secret by Sophie Kinsella, and My Not So Perfect Life by Sophie Kinsella. The series that I'm getting rid of, I've had it on my shelf for years. Still haven't picked it up. I don't think I have any interest in reading it. And if I do, I can always get them from my library. The Gone series by Michael Grant. These are just sitting on my shelf collecting dust. So those are all the books I'm getting rid of. Hopefully that's 30 books. So hopefully they will take all 30. Fingers crossed. And I will check back in with you guys later on. Hey guys, it's Saturday at 11:22 a.m. It's Readathon by Zoe round, I want to say it's round 6, but it's the first round for 2019. I know I'm starting this late. I went to sleep last night when I got home. So I have 4 books that I want to reread. And the theme was, if I'm remembering correctly, is read your favorite books, I think, or books that got you into reading or a certain genre. But I have 4 books that got me into the dystopian world. So I have a trilogy and the first book to another trilogy. I have Shatter Me by Tahereh Mafi. This is about a girl named Juliet who can kill with her touch. Yeah, it was good when I read it, so hopefully I will still like it and see how I think of Restore Me, because I'm rereading these to read Restore Me and then read Shatter Me and then Define Me. But I have Shatter Me, Unravel Me, which is book 2, and Ignite Me, which is book 3. This, the original trilogy. And then, if I can manage to read all 3 of those, I do have an old classic dystopian, and that is The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. I read this back when they came out and right before the movies. So this is about a girl named Katniss who hold on, I'm gonna set you guys down. Nope, that's not gonna work. Okay, hold on. It's about her world as she is, sorry guys, in District 12. There's 13 districts, and each year they hold something called the Hunger Games, which 12 tributes, 2 from each district, compete basically to the fight of the death. And we learn about, there used to be 13 districts and that one was destroyed. And this is about Katniss, who takes place of her sister because her sister gets called on. But Katniss takes her place, and she basically has to survive the Hunger Games. It's dark. There's blood, death, and all that in this. So I did enjoy it when I read it. So hopefully I'll still enjoy it today. So there's that. That's my TBR for today. Hoping I can get at least 2 of these books read. That would be amazing. But if I can get more, that would still be great as well. So I'm gonna go get comfy clothes on. Maybe, I don't know. I am going to the library in a little when my mom gets back to return some books and pick up. So, but for now, I'm gonna get dressed and then start with Shatter Me, and it's one of the short books I have on my TBR. Ignite Unravel Me is the longest book. So let's see how many pages is Shatter Me. It's 333 pages, so that shouldn't take me too long to really get into it. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go get dressed, and excuse my jackdaw in the background that you see back there. But yeah, I'm rambling. I'm gonna go get dressed and then sit down and read some Shatter Me, and I will update you guys my thoughts and my feelings of this book throughout the day. I will see you guys later. Hey guys, so I'm already 5 chapters in of Shatter Me. It's 12:01. I forgot how fast this book goes. So, yeah. So we'll see how far I get before my mom gets back, and I'll update you guys later. Okay guys, so I did find my next book. I will be reading Into the Drowning Deep by Mira Grant. This is about a crew who went to the Mariana Trench to get some footage of these killer mermaids. But the crew disappeared with what little footage they had remained. And now we come to the future. This is set in 2022, where the main character wants to find out what happened to her older sister. So she goes and discovers the truth about what happened and what's going on in the Mariana Trench. So I loved the prologue of this, so I'm going to continue reading and see how I like it, and hopefully I will not get too scared, because I am a big chicken when it comes to this kind of thing. It says thrilling, brutal, suspense, thriller, fascinating, horrifying, mystery, danger. So yeah, it's everything above, but it sets in one of my favorite places, which is the ocean. So I shouldn't be too scared. So we'll see how this goes. And I'll see how far I get tonight. So I will keep you guys updated. But for now, I'm gonna go take some Tylenol because I'm getting a little bit of a headache. And then I'm going to come back and try and read more and watch a vlog that just got uploaded. So I will let you guys know my thoughts on this book. So keep an eye out for that, and I will see you guys later. Hey guys, so I'm here to close out last week's reading vlog. I managed to read 3 books last week. I finished Warrior of the Wild by Trisha Levenseller, and I gave that a 5 out of 5 stars. I also finished The Bear and the Nightingale, and I also gave that a 5 out of 5 stars. And then I read and finished Shatter Me, which I gave a 4 out of 5 stars. I started 3 books, and I'm still reading those 3. I started Into the Drowning Deep by Mira Grant, and I'm like 28 pages in. I started A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas, and I'm not very far into that one at all either. Oh, get back up there. I think I'm on page 28 as well in that book. Yep, I'm on page 28 in this as well. And then I also started Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. And I'm only on page 23. So that's all I read. That's what I've started. So I figured I'd close this out so I can start this week's reading vlog. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.